I guess the entire discourse on Somnath Bharati is missing the crucial point. The point is that when people were elected, the AAP candidates were elected by the electorate with some expectations. Obviously, the kind of structure that we have of governance itself is flawed. You have the police in Delhi, which doesn't report to the Delhi government; it reports to the center, and hence is indirectly accountable and not directly accountable. And one of the key pillars of the entire AAP movement was this idea of direct democracy, was this idea of direct control. So somewhere down the line, people really feel the frustration that, look, we started off by saying that we wanted to do away with corruption, that we wanted a much cleaner system, we wanted a much more fair system, and we enter the electoral arena, we get elected, and even after that, the processes are such that it is designed to frustrate any attempt in order to remedy all of it. Now, whatever happened that night may come across as excessive moral policing, but at the end of the day, it was a demand of a large part of his constituency, and he merely echoed that. Now, his language that he used is unacceptable. His entire tenor and demeanor is unacceptable. I think Yogendra Yadav ji has already apologized for that. But to merely call for his resignation for a remark is I think really extrapolating a little too much. We must look at the larger idea here about democratic processes and outcomes. Because there is this excitement, because there is this enthusiasm, this newfound enthusiasm, there is a lot of emphasis on outcomes, and people really want the outcomes, I think, which is what Somnath Bharati ji was doing. But essentially, it's also about processes, and a lot of, and let me be very frank here, a lot of things which Somnath Bharati said, he shouldn't have said it in the first place, and also in the way the entire defense has been played out, the defense is also not correct. I think we as people must not turn the Aam Aadmi Party into another bunch of sycophants like the Congress or the BJP who throw logic out of the window, who outsource their thinking ability to the high commands and merely parrot whatever the high command says. We must ask serious questions. If there is something wrong, there must be a self-correcting mechanism. But to merely make a political tamasha out of it and call for his head, despite the fact that there is so much of good work that's happening, is I think just blowing the whole thing out of proportion. I think Yogendra Yadav ji has already apologized for that, and I think it must end there.